Hello, welcome. This is Wendy Varron. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Western Maryland. You can find me on my blog at wendysinkspot.com, and today I am sharing with you the unboxing of my September paper pumpkin kit with love and gratitude. It came in the mail today, so I thought it would be fun to do an unboxing video, and then we can walk through creating each of the projects in the box. So let's get started. So our ink spot this month is Lost Lagoon. And this is the stamp set in the box. And the stamp sets in the paper pumpkin are exclusive for that month. You can't get them anywhere else. And our sentiments for this stamp set with love and gratitude. Thanks. We have grateful for you. Thank you, and for you, and of course a pretty flower and the foliage. So that's going to be pretty. And then we will open up our kit. And the nice thing about paper pumpkin kits is everything you need to create the projects is included. That is my favorite thing. They're great to take on the go or create really quickly. Even the instructions are included, which is always nice. And you can make them according to the instructions. You can put your own spin on it and make them yours. It's entirely up to you how you use your paper pumpkin kit. Oops. So let's get rid of that. So here's our instructions with love and gratitude paper pumpkin kit. Oh, it's so pretty. So pretty. So we're going to create one of the cards, and then we'll also create one of the packages. And on the back, it tells you what is included in the kit. So the kit contains supplies for 8 cards in 8 bags. Coordinating colors, copper clay, crumb cake, Lost Lagoon, mossy meadow, pebbled path, and gold. And then it gives you a couple of ideas for more to do with this month's kit. All right, so let's look at all the contents. So we have some tear and tape. Paper pumpkin kits always include everything that you need, including the adhesive. We have some dimensionals. Have our 8 coordinating envelopes, and I love the pretty design on the inside of them. I'm going to set those off to the side. We have our 8 card bases, and we're just going to be making one of these. So we're going to set that aside. And here is our bag. Very pretty. I love the gold foil accent on the bag flap. That's really pretty. And then we have a sheet of, there's 2 sheets of die cuts. We have some glue dots. And then we have some labels with gold foil accents. And then we have 2 sheets of the foliage. Ooh, look how pretty these are. Oh, I love these. Pretty gold foliage. So just set that off to the side, and this is cardboard. Okay, so let's look at our instructions. Let me put this off to the side. So first we're going to create our card. Do that, we're going to use our stamp, and we're going to stamp some of the foliage, and then we're going to stamp our sentiment, and then we're going to pop out our die cuts and adhere them to our card. So let's do our stamping first. So I'm just going to grab a block here. Get this one. right there. So we're going to ink up just probably this part of our image. But before we do that, I want to clean this off a little bit. So I'm just using some Versamark. And I'm going to stamp up our image, ink up our image, because there's always a little bit of film on the photopolymer stamps. So we're just going to clean all that extra. Clean that off just a little bit. We'll get that coating that is on those stamps off so we get a nice clear image. Then we're just gonna, okay, and I'm gonna set this back over here. And then we're gonna get out our foamette, and that is what we're gonna use. And I'm gonna put some grid paper underneath that, just in case. So we're going to open our ink spot. So let me see if I can get this open. There we go. Got it. Perfect. All right, so we're just gonna, oh, it's such a pretty color. We're just gonna ink up this part of the stamp, and we're gonna follow the directions, and we're just gonna stamp it on those couple of corners. In fact, I'm gonna set this here so that we have it. All right. Perfect. Ink it up again. We're going to stamp it here. Excellent. I'm going to ink it up and do it one more time. I ink a little bit more of it up this time. Right. Let's do it like that. Perfect. All right, so we have our card. So now we want to stamp our sentiments. So let me find our labels here. Let's see, which one do we want to do? Gonna get one more block out here. I'm gonna do Grateful for You. And we're gonna do the same thing again. We're gonna put some Versamark on it. We're gonna clean it off. We'll do it one more time. A little bit of Versamark. We'll clean it off. Oops. All right, put that away. Then we're going to ink up our stamp. In fact, we're just going to lay it here, let it sit for a second. Get that on there. How about that? Perfect. Grateful for You. All right, so we're going to use that. So pretty. All right, let me clean these off really quick so we don't leave ink sitting on them. I absolutely love this Simply Chamois. This is the best thing to clean off stamps. Love it. Love it, love it. Okay. I'm going to set this aside, and then we're going to get our foliage out. So we're going to use one of these. And we're actually going to use the shorter one. So we have that. Then we need one of these and one of these. Oops, I have them both here. Whoopsie. And one of these. We'll set these aside. All right, now I'm not a fan of these, so I'm just going to use regular glue dots. So let me grab those really quick. I mean, these are great. They'll do the job. I just prefer not to work with them. So do what works for you. If you like using those, by all means, please do so. It's just not my preference. Okay, so we're gonna put just a few of these right here on this one. Oops, and that actually came off on my finger. Whoopsie. All right, let's try it again, shall we? Oh, you know what? I think my glue dots are about empty. I'm gonna need another one. Okay, so we got that one, and yes, I need another one. Sorry guys, let me grab another box of mini glue dots, and we'll try it again. All right. Oops. These are super sticky. Not cooperating today, but that's okay. We will make it work. So there's that one. And we're going to put one more on there. We're just going to do 3. I'm going to stick it right there. All right, so we have that one. And then we need to put some glue dots on our foliage. So we'll do that next. Oh, let me tell you, this is just not my day for glue dots. I never have this much trouble with them. Maybe I should have used the ones that came in the kit. What do you think? Goodness. One more. Maybe 2 more. We'll see. Yeah, that should be good. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put these on first. So we're going to put this on like that. Perfect. And then we're going to put this one on. And we're going to do it kind of like, we'll do it like that. Excellent. Now we've got our pumpkins and our sentiment. So our sentiment, we're going to do glue dots. I think I'm just going to one more. All right, we're going to pop this on. This one's going to sit right about there. Oh, so pretty. Oh, You know, I wasn't sure if I was gonna like Lost Lagoon. I know we had it a number of years ago, but I don't recall ever purchasing it. But that is really pretty, and I haven't bought it yet. So now I have the little glue dot. I mean, the little ink spot. So I'm going to need to get myself a full-size ink pad because I really do like it. It's such a pretty color. I like that it's not, I like this sort of soft color of it. All right, so on this pumpkin, we're gonna put, let's see. So on this pumpkin, we're gonna do 2 dimensionals and a glue dot. And I'll explain why we're going to do that here in 1 second. So let me get this glue dot on. Okay. So let's get our bigger pumpkin on because that one goes on first. And I think we're going to set it right about there. Now, the reason that we did 2 dimensionals and then a glue dot, because part of this pumpkin, the part where we have the glue dot, is going to sit on top of that pumpkin. So we didn't want to put another dimensional on it, make it lopsided. So our dimensionals here are going to sit right here, and then our glue dot will sit right on there. There we go. So pretty. So there is, I'm going to find one of those envelopes. I set to the side. There is our pretty card and our envelope. Quick and easy to put together, and it's so pretty. Okay, so we're going to set that aside for a moment while we do our box, or our bag rather. Okay, and we need another, so let's go ahead and stamp the sentiment on our label. So we'll do that first. So we need this back. Find the label sheet. There it is. Here's our label sheet. And on this one, we're going to put thank you. Maybe we'll put for you. What do you think? Yeah, maybe we'll do thank you. All right, so let me take this off and put it back on here. We're gonna do our quick little cleanup of this. Put our versamark. Clean that off. Do versamark one more time. Clean that off. Okay. Ink up our stamp. I'm going to put thank you on there. Perfect. Okay, so there is our label. We're going to set that off to the side. We'll get rid of this. Super duper. Okay, so let's put our box together first. Put this back so it's not in our way because we're all done with our stamping. So the first thing that we want to do is put a strip of tear it tape here. We're going to put a strip of tear it tape here. And then we're going to do the same thing. Strip of tear it tape here. And then we used dimensionals on the flap. Yep. Okay, yep. All right, so let's get the tear it tape out. All right, so first things first, let's follow the directions. We'll put our tear it tape on this piece first. We're just gonna tear that off. And then we're gonna put tear it tape on this little flap. And tear that off. We're going to flip it over. We're going to do it on this one. And we'll tear it off. There we go. That's all it needs. And I'm going to wait to put the dimensionals on there. Right? So let's get our bag together. Fold up all our score lines. Then fold it. All right. Okay, so first things first, we're going to peel this one off. We're going to lay this flap down. We're going to take this one off as well. So we're going to fold those down and then fold this right on top. And I'm actually going to set it down. I'm going to use my bone folder to just carefully make sure that I didn't stick it to my paper, but that I have those little bits stuck on. And then we're going to take this one off. And then we're going to fold that down. And we're going to take the wider end and we're just going to press it down. Just going to make sure that stays. Perfect. And then when we put our dimensionals on, it will hold our flap closed. How cute is that little bag? I love it. Okay, so we'll go ahead and put our dimensionals on, and I'm going to put one. I'm going to put one right there because that little flap is a little bent, but that dimensional will give it some stability there. All right, and then when we're ready, we'll fold that flap down. Okay. So we want the longer gold foliage, and then we want the greenery, and then we're going to put our sentiment on it. So So let's do that first. Let's get all of this out. Okay. So we're going to use this piece of gold foliage. This is the longer piece of the foliage. So we've got that one. Then we're going to use this piece. And they're going to layer together like this. All right. So we're going to put it, I'll flip it over. Oh, you know what? We're not going to flip it over. We're going to put the glue dots on this side because this is going to lay there. So let's do that. So we're going to put one here. We're going to put one here. Perfect. We've got one more to put on there. We're going to put it right here. Okay. And then we're going to put this right on top. And we're going to make sure that our pieces are going to sit right there and cover up our glue dots. There we go. Perfect. Then we're going to put a couple glue dots on the back because that's what's going to stick it to here. So we'll flip this over and we'll put our glue dots on. We're going to put one here. Oops. And we're going to put one here. Perfect. One more. We're going to put this one here. Just make sure that that sticks right there. Perfect. All right. Now we're going to pick this up. We're going to put this right here. There we go. And then we're going to put a couple of dimensionals here. And this is going to sit right over top of that. And look how quickly we put that together. Whoops. That was super easy, super quick. Now, I like to make one of each of whatever the project is. So in this case, one card, one bag. And then I may not put any of the others together until I need to use them. Because sometimes I like to change them up and not necessarily make them the way they were designed. I like to put my own twist on them sometimes. So I always like to make just one of everything so that I can see it. So let me get that card back out for you. I'll show you all of the pretty bags. Now, I think I'm just going to take one of these off and just lightly press it down so that you can see what it looks like when it's done. So there is our bag. And here is our pretty card. And you could dress it up with some rhinestones or gems or whatever. And give it a little bit of bling, which I may end up doing. But there you go. So that's the paper pumpkin kit for this month with love and gratitude. It makes 8 cards and 8 bags. Pretty awesome. All right, thank you so much for joining me. I'm so glad that you are viewing my video. If you have any questions, please just pop them in the comments. and I will see you next time. Thank you.